So the first game, and it's 11 rounds of 3 minutes plus 1 second of move, and it's good to see that I'm starting with a Dutch defence. I'm happy to see that. And I'm always a bit shaky in game one, so I'm going to try to concentrate a little bit more. I'm going to play this. This used to be my old way of playing. The new way is putting the knight here. I'm going to play that now. We're going to whack the knight in. And this is all pretty normal. I have to defend this pawn. I've covered this lots of times. And now maybe I can play c5 here. It seems like my opponent knows what he's doing, which is always annoying, isn't it? When they know what they're doing. And what the hell is going on here? Do we take this one or this one or this one? There's a lot of pawns to think about. Maybe this. I don't know. Which one do we take, guys? This one I have to give a pawn. This one. Okay, let's take this one first and try to take this one. Quite a complex position. My opponent's moving very quickly here as well. Okay, so he's come in the center. Now this looks natural, but then he comes here, which is a bit annoying. So how do we stop such a move as this? Or can we stop it? Okay, so I can play this and maybe go here, but it doesn't look great. Very strange position. I don't like my pawns on the queen side, but okay, it's still just a wild position. I'm a little bit worried about some stuff happening here. And he's just going for my pawn. So this hasn't worked out well. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a pawn down here. Opening has not worked out well. Okay, well we'll at least throw this knight in and take a square with a tempo. Still plenty of chances to come back, I think. And I've got to attack this queen here with bishop here at the right moment. So I've got some activity. This knight is good. Very complex position. It's only one pawn. And we'll take this one because now when I put the bishop here, if he recaptures, he can't go e5. So we're going to get another piece on a good square. And I'm kind of overloading his pieces. And actually, maybe this is just a brilliant pawn sacrifice. Maybe I am just a genius. Just call me the genius. Wow, 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 wow. I think he has to go knight here now, yeah? Because his queen can't maintain that knight. So I think he's got to go queen here. I mean knight here. And now this one, very complex still. And if bishop here, I go g5. God, why is it so complicated? I kind of he can take here as well. That's a move I didn't see. And then his knight can move. Fuck, that was stupid. Okay. So we're now going to be 2 pawns down. But I got this one, right? And we're going to win the exchange. It's just tactic. This game is just tactic after tactic. And of course, I calculated all this on move 10. We're on move 22 now. And I knew... It's all in the DVD. If you buy the DVD from GingerGM, Killer Dutch, I'm sure this position's in there. Who's watched the DVD? I'm sure we cover this position. Okay, right, now, it can still go horribly wrong, this, of course. I'm going to take this rook. I don't know which one's better, because it's actually equal in material, and I still have no idea what's going on. And now this pawn looks strong, but he's got this pawn as well, so it's really a mental position. Now, do I go here, stop that pawn from moving, and allow this? And then, oh, God. I mean, I don't mind the odd tactic, boys and girls, but this is a little bit too much for my small mind. Okay, I'm not sure about this one. It feels a bit funny, but I didn't want his pawn to start coming. And this pawn I can capture, but I'm trying to save my A pawn and make it a queen. So he wants to also come here. It's so complicated, guys. Can we do that? That's probably a waste of a move. Okay, maybe we take this and just push the pawn. Let's just do this. For better or worse. We'll try to queen it. At least it's a simple plan. Queen! But this is just literally madness from move one. And he wants to come here and also do some annoying shite. Okay, so I'm going to come here because I'm going to block that pawn. Pressurize here. I'm starting to like my position. I'm never sure. I never really know what's going on. I just don't know what's going on half the time. That's the way I live my life. In a blind mess. Does anyone else get that? They just seem to stumble through life, for better or worse. That certainly seems to be the way I live my life. I think I've stumbled through life for 43 years, so... God, what is happening here? So he's got this mass, but I got this little baby. And this one, I'm hoping... What the hell is going on? Okay, I'll throw this check in so he can't take my rook. It looks good, but I don't even know here because he's got check and his pawns are really good. It's too much for it. Again, it's too much for my... I'm just going to drink my cup of tea. Okay, he resigns. Nice. Whoa! That was headache chess. Total headache chess there. So, yeah. Dang, you don't look 43. What do I look? 53? 53? Who knows? Okay, let's have a look. So what do we reckon that is going to get on the game review, right? I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to get here because that was just madness. Have a little... Okay, 88%. That's not too bad, right? So actually, if we look at the let me just get the whole screen. Is that show it? No. Where is it? I mean, if you look at the... Okay, I don't know how to set it up at the moment. There's Harry. Yeah, if you look here, I mean, I was never that worse. Okay, actually, this moment I was worse. Bishop a6. So I wonder what I should have done there. My opponent played very well for quite a long chunk, but I did sort... It wasn't a bad game. For game number one, we'll take it. Cheers. Cheers. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Game one, we're off with a win. So let's see who's in the chat. You look 37, says Harry KM. That's a very Pacific age. Why 37 and not like 40 or 35? That's a very Pacific number. But thank you. You've just shaved 5 years off my life. And for someone who started smoking at the age of like 14, that's not bad. Even though I'm trying to cut that down now. 88 is good for the Dutch. I don't have to dye my beard yet, but I think there are some little grey hairs starting to come through. I was actually, I'll tell you what, if I shave the beard off and I cut the hair short, I'd probably look about 16. You know, it's only the beard. The beard adds probably 10 years, right? Just imagine it. Look at that. That could be a small child, couldn't it? I could get in the under 18 British Championships. Baby face. Baby face. I do. I have got these little cheeky chaps here. Basically fat cheeks. I'd love to get a silver beard. Hello, Jay. Well done on your recent progression, Jay. That's great to hear. It's always nice to hear people getting better at chess. Chess is a bloody hard game, and I think as you get better, it gets harder to improve, right? It really does. So 1800 is really good. Well done. Congratulations, man. I will raise my herbal tea for you, sir. And if I get a silver beard, do I have to change my name from GingerGM? Very good question. I will be known as the Silver Fox GM when I change my beard. And Jude White, I think you have hit the nail on the head. There's beauty at every age. Age is just a number, man. I think you start to realise your mortality more as you get older. That's the only difference I've realised. Mortality on this plane. Because when you're like 20 or in your teenagers, You just think you're invincible, don't you? Well, I did. I thought I could do anything, and I was a lunatic. But as you get older, you certainly start realizing that you are maybe mortal. Right, we're in the second game, so I'm going to try to concentrate. And we're playing a CM from Ukraine. But these CMs can be very strong. And this is the Rogozin variation. I think bishop f5 is the trendy move here. And I don't really know the theory after this move at some point. Which is annoying because he now plays it. Do I keep it simple? Maybe I just keep it simple for now. Try to exchange the bishops off. It's probably a good idea when you don't know the theory to keep it simple. And let's... I don't know, maybe this one is a bit more tricky. Because he clearly wants to move the knight here, right? And if he moves the knight here, I can take it. And if he goes queen takes, I double his pawn. So this makes... You've got to set your opponent some problems. So he had to block the pin. And now he's just trying to exchange off. I think I want to keep bishops on, and my idea will be to launch an attack. I'm going to take with a pawn because I'm going to try and launch an attack with Freddy, our favourite pawn from Fredrikstad. That's a strange move because he's got a lot of weaknesses around here. Can I even play something wacky like this? Don't know. Then he goes f5. I don't know, very strange position. Can I do this? Let's try this one. Because he's undeveloped, so let's try opening up a little bit. Oh, I've got to be a little bit careful I don't get my bishop trapped, but I always have a cheeky check. I don't want to exchange queens because his king's a little bit weak. So, do I move a rook here first? No need. I think, again, I don't want to exchange queens because his king has 2 pawns protecting it, and they seem a little bit odd. Mine has 3. Okay, now if I go here, I'm going to walk into a pin, but then I have this check. Let's do it. Can also, I might have to exchange queens and go for an ending. Who knows? I was thinking check here, might have to exchange queens. He's going to go here. I take. I'm also thinking about this, but okay, let's give him a check. Has to play. Well, this one I didn't think he could play because I'll go here, then he's got this maybe? Is that his idea? Okay, but we will play this anyway. He has to go queen f7, which is the only way to avoid not losing points. And again, I don't really want to exchange queens, but he's going to start getting developed. So I don't think he saw that, but luckily for him, he's okay here. Okay, I'm gonna have to play this ending now, which I think is just equal. I don't think I have an advantage here. So tough position. And I'm down on time as well. I should have made better use of that somehow, but I don't know how. And maybe I should have just taken the bishop off. Maybe I should just swap the bishops off the board. Okay, now time is ticking. Where do I want to put this bishop, guys? Let's get it out of the way so I can move my rooks. Now I really want to go here, but I don't want to lose this pawn. It's an annoying position, this, actually. It's an annoying position. So I want to go b3 and then move the knight, but it's taking a lot of time. Maybe even I prefer black because he has this nice square for his knight at some point. Okay, so we'll have to just try and grind this ending now. So I'm just playing b3 because number 1, it gets it off the bishop. Number 2, it limits, that's the word I'm looking for, limits his knight. But my opponent's going for multiple exchanges, so we have a pure ending here. And chances are that It should be... I don't know. I'm thinking I could even be worse here. He's going to get the bishop after this. And queenside pawns are always quite good in these endings. So... tough ending. Okay, I'm gonna just concentrate on this because I could easily lose this ending. Probably shouldn't lose it, but I'd rather be black here. And I thought he should have given me a check last move. That would have been maybe scary. I guess, yeah, I mean, the most likely thing is a draw, of course. But we don't want a draw. Okay, if I can get my pawn to this square, I'll be happy. Because I'm going to start making some progress, but he's also making progress, right? It's got this square for the king when I come there, but then I have this check. 35 seconds. Okay, we'll go there. That is a nice pawn I suddenly have. Okay, let's push. Oh, what the hell was that? I had a pop-up there. Oh man, I've just dropped this one. That is annoying. I didn't want to do that. Why did... That was such a strong pawn. I really didn't want to drop that pawn. Now, I certainly shouldn't be losing this, but is there any chance I can win this? I need to win this pawn. And this pawn should tie him down on that side of the board. I'm trying to keep his knight passive. Maybe now we can play this ending here. Now, of course, this should most likely be a draw. But it's a bit tricky for him. Because my A pawn is very strong. It's very hard. He wants to come here. Can't do that. That'd be... And then he would take my pawn. So we've got to try and stop him taking my pawn. Can I do that? And push my pawn. Fuck. No, I think this is just a draw, right? Bugger. Very annoying. Oh, okay. I missed some chances there, yeah? Missed some chances. Yeah, that ending was... That ending... Well, the ending was bad, actually. I should have been winning that ending there. Fuck. Okay, but we didn't lose. We didn't lose. Hello, JB. Hope you're doing all right. Let's just have a look at the end of that ending, because I'm not very good when I get short time. But that was annoying. Let me just 1 second. I'm just going to grab the whole screen. So just let me get rid of some of this. So you can see the whole screen. Bear with me a second. And should have been winning that ending somewhere. Let's have a look. So first of all, my first mistake was losing this pawn, but it's not clear. I've only got a pawn advantage, so it's not clear. What did you see? You just saw some messed up artwork, Lawrence. So maybe this is okay. And then I thought to be honest, I was probably going to win this ending because his king is so far away. But actually, he defended well, and most likely a draw is like fair enough, right? By the looks of this. But let's see. And now maybe this is a much quicker way. I've got to win that pawn quickly. So I think my king moving in here is too slow because it takes me 3 moves to take that pawn. This is probably winning. Get the knight in, because this gives his king tempo to get so far. Look how far his king has come. So that was a big mistake, and now his king is a little bit too close. And I thought this might still be winning, but this was a brilliant move. Finding this square. This was a really good move. I don't think many players would have found this move, to be honest. I mean, okay, there might have been other draws, but I've got a very simple plan, and his knight can't necessarily get near us. So this was a brilliant move, and the point being, as you can see, I can never play a5, because as soon as I play a5, he comes to this important square and just gets rid of my last pawn. So, well defended from my opponent, but I missed some good chances there. Accuracy, I think, is pretty okay there from both of us. My biggest chance looked like around here. Okay, so what did I do wrong? I took here. Okay, so can I just play? Oh, of course I can. It's so easy afterwards. It's so easy afterwards. I think my knight can just come here. I shouldn't just be grabbing this pawn. This was a pawn that is okay to grab, but I should just kind of try to win the game immediately, right? This is much more important. So, for example, yeah, this move. All right. And this should be now quite easily winning because of king e4. And this is going to be certainly a winning position because my king can come in. Very simple, actually. Or it can come in this way. All right. Well, there we go. Shit happens, as they say. And c'est la vie, c'est la vie. So, had some chances, but it wasn't so easy to win that one. My opponent played well. I'm just trying. What was the opening there as well? The opening, yeah, even in the opening, again, let's just around about here. Actually, it looked like I should have a very good position, but actually, Bishop d6 is maybe not the best move. Anyway, right, we're in with the next one, so we need to win this one, keep the roll going, and maybe I'll start with f4. I haven't played this for a while. Let's play a bit of Birds. The Birds opening, named after Henry Bird of England. And I don't mind a bit of Birds. Okie doke, we're castle. I'll play this move. And maybe we'll come in here. I would have liked to have got my bishop here, but you can't always get what you want, according to the Rolling Stones. But I'm just going to try to play against these pawns. Now, can I go here, knight here, bishop here? Oh, no. Well, I don't know. Let's do it. Because this is a useful move to try and hold off this pawn. The one thing, if I can keep these pawns rigid, they're going to be weaknesses for the rest of the game. And I don't want him annoying my structure there. So I want to stop this move. And, of course, I want to get my bishop to this diagonal. So I'm thinking knight here. Just bishop b. Oh fuck! Oh, he could have gone knight there because I forgot this one was on. I could have got. Okay, that was would have. This move is a bad move because after e4, he's in positionally a lot of trouble. He's got a horrible position now because he's stopped the he's locked his pawns down. All of these pawns now can't move. Now you could say all of my pawns can't move, but none of them are weak. I have this beautiful square for a horsey. My bishop can attack this pawn. It can attack this pawn. And his pawns should, I mean, it doesn't mean it's going to go that way, start dropping. Oh, you don't like the Birds, JB. How you doing, JB? You right? You don't like the Birds? Well, I know what to play against you next time, my friend. Okay, so he's trying to play here and do this. Now, I'm going to just move this knight here. I don't know which knight is better. Maybe the other one, but it seems more normal to leave this knight in the center of the board. And now I can start attacking these pawns. Normally in the Dutch you attack on the king side, and I can also do that because these two pawns are really sexy. If you play the Dutch defense, which you saw me play in the first game, you will realize that he's given up his dark square bishop. Very tempted to take with a pawn here. Let's do that. Okay, I'm not even gonna try winning his pawns now. I'm just gonna try to checkmate him. You know, fuck a duck. Let's just not mess around. Let's fly in like Flynn. Because his king, he's lost his defender of his king side. So whoa! In we go, my friend. In we go. Now, maybe I should have moved that knight first, but I've kind of changed from positional chess now, just trying to checkmate him. I think I want to keep this knight. Do I want to keep this knight? What do you reckon? Or do we not worry? Do we just come in? And yeah, let's not worry about the knight. Let's just try to kill him. Let's get the last rook over and try to kill him. I thought that, okay, now that move, we're just trying to kill him. We're trying. Don't want to lose this one. This is an important one. So let's go here. Have I allowed f6? No, takes and takes. So f6 would be a move that he'd like to play. I can always take and take. So okay, so we can double up. Takes wins. I'm just trying to get the rook over. Last one. And then I can start throwing these guys towards him. You have to be very careful of tactics with this and e6 check, winning his queen at some time. So yeah, you know what? I am regretting. I'm sort of having some big regrets that I didn't move that knight away. And also, this is a little bit funny, right? It's not as easy as I thought. Okay, what about this weird move? I've got to rearrange my pieces, and I'm going to try and come around this way. And also, I want to stop his rook coming into my position. So bishop here defends and attacks. Okay, we'll just keep this knight out of play. And also, if he opens up the h-file, he will get killed on the h-file. So I didn't see how he's going to defend this. He can give up the exchange, which maybe he's forced to do. But it shouldn't really be enough. But I have to find a way to improve. So okay, I'm just going to go here because his queen and rook have to remain defending. And let's just see if we can sneak into his position. How do we break through? This one, knight takes. Break on through to the other side. Actually not as easy as I thought to break through. How do we break through here, guys? Wow, that must help me. I know we can get his rook across, but why is he giving me the h-file? That's a crazy idea. He was short of time. That's probably why. But now this is... well, it looks scary, doesn't it? Okay, I think my king's alright. Famous last words. Do I want to exchange? I mean, I'll keep it simple, but rook takes is probably okay as well. Well, it would have been okay. Let's just cover this diagonal. Make sure that knight can't find a square. And we get the victory. Okay. We're always pushing in that game, weren't we? Maybe there's an easier win somewhere. But I don't know. I don't know where. That was the birds in action. So let's have a little look, shall we? What do you think it's going to be, the game review? So we're on 2.5 out of 3. Positional chess. Okay, it's going up. Look at that. Look at that. I like that. Look at that. Smooth operator. He's a smooth operator. And to be fair, that's the kind of graph that you should have, because you're going up gradually, and okay, you miss maybe some points, but you don't ever go. I was never in trouble in that game. Never in trouble. So that kind of worked. Juicy is the right word, I think, boys and girls. A juicy game. And that puts us on 2.5 out of 3. So we're doing all right so far, but it's a long tournament. And I think the opening just was really good for me, to be honest. I mean, I have a lot of experience in the birds, and you know, I don't always put the bishop on this square, but the advantage of doing this is you have a certain game plan in place, and the game plan that you have is to double his pawns and then play against those pawns, and basically he allowed that to happen. He allowed me to double his pawns. There you go. And these pawns are always weak, but also this little guy is quite weak because it can never be defended by, you know, its brother now, because its brother's moved away. So you got, you know, you suddenly got lots of targets. The only move you have to watch out for is this one, because that kind of liberates his pieces. And I was wondering, let's just have a look at b3. I was wondering about this move, and I think you should play this when I can go here, and it's all right for me. It's still, I think, better for me, but he should go for that. And his big mistake, in actual fact, this next move he plays in this position is a losing move, I'd say. Positionally a losing move. He cannot play this next move. This is, ooh, a really bad move, because after e4 I control everything. I can attack his king because of these pawns over here, you know, and he also cannot do anything with these guys. So positionally very bad for him. And there might be an easier way to do it, but I think it was all okay, right? You know what I think? You know what I was going through my head here was that I wanted to not exchange this knight and maybe move this knight towards his king, but the problem was if I move this knight, my pawn becomes a bit of a target. So did I get a chance to do that anywhere else? Maybe here. This would have been a really high class move. Knight d2, because it stops him doing any counterplay. And I feel this knight is better than his bishop, because his bishop's not going to do anything. And this knight can sort of come over here, for example, and that looks really nice. And then I can go for knight here and try to get my queen to just kill him. Will I make a course on the bird sometimes? Says Sledgehammer. Don't know, maybe. I mean, I do like the opening of birds, and it might be, you know. But the other thing I kind of find with the birds, generally, what black should do, like, let's say in this position, if black just goes g6, right? This kind of stops us playing b3 because he gets there first. And if he goes g6, we've basically got a classical Dutch reversed. So we're a tempo up in the Dutch. So it's really, if you got my classical Dutch course, you know, you don't need the birds. I'd have to look into it. I'd have to find something unique that you can use that extra tempo to make it, you know, different to the Dutch, because I just kind of play it like a Dutch here. So that's the only thing I'm thinking. Like, there must be a way you can use that tempo, but I'm not entirely sure how. Now is that round? What round are we on? We're on round 3. Let's have a look at the scores. So we have Dubov, the legendary Russian. Okay, now we're into round 4, and this is a really big round, because after this one there's a break. We're playing a Russian, and this guy, Denis Kizmatlukin, is a very strong Grandmaster from Russia. And it's going to be a very tough game, but we might get another Dutch. And we do. Let's stick with the Dutch, right? Come on. So I've got to have full focus in this game, because can be a brilliant player, this guy. Okay, I'm going to stick with this, which I call the Old Faithful. Is a move which my dad showed me a number of years ago. The first ever opening I played. And now I'm just going to try to play e5, which we do. Now, they do call me Le Psycho Cowboy, and we're going to play like an absolute Class A lunatic. Have my pawn, have my rook, I'm going to go for your king, because that's the way I roll, motherfucker. Have 'em. So I'm just gambling everything to kill. So I want to go here. I want to just kill, 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 kill. That's my mantra. Kill. And here we go. So I've given up a rook and a pawn. And I'm trying to kill. Good move from my opponent, I feel. Can we do this? This is where I need to just calculate a little bit. Do I move my bishop in? What do we do? Oh, fuck, this is complex. Well, I kind of made it complex. I can only blame myself here, can't I? Bishop takes pawn. Does that work? Early in the morning. This one. And then this one. So yeah, it's a crazy position. Yeah, we're just going all in. He has to go to b3, right? Okay, or there, of course, because then he's got back spankers. Now, do I come in here? And then he takes. Comes here. This one's kind of looking at me a bit funny. If I take, the queen comes in. Here. Come back. It's a bit calm, isn't it? Coming back. Knight here takes, knight takes, check. Take on f2. Is that absolute nonsense? Probably. Okay, we'll go here because I have to make a move. It is blitz after all. Have to open up his king. Have to come forwards. Threatening. Eventually I want to get my queen in. Have to come here. Try to get rid of that knight to get in. Take here, he takes with the pawn. Yes. I need my bishop, don't I? Yeah, okay, I can't see what I'm doing here. Can't see what I've got here, guys. There's rooks coming in here. This can't be right, no. This knight's going to come here then. Yeah. Knight here. Getting a bit desperate now. Fuck, I need to move. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to have a look at this afterwards. It's quite interesting. It was so hard to play these positions because when you're attacking, you have to play so accurately. And I've never... I think he's defended well here. And yeah, I mean, the way he played didn't seem like I actually had enough, did it? Was the sacrifice rubbish? I don't know. This is not good, by the way. I mean, clearly, I haven't got enough for the rook now. I'll still punt a little bit because, well, we should punt in chess, but that is the end of my punting. You know what? I'll let him do it to me. I'll let him do it to me because, yeah, interesting. So we'll have a look afterwards. We'll let him do it to me. Why not? Just for the sake of rock and roll. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the game review is obviously going to be terrible, but I've tried that kind of idea before, and it's worked pretty well. And look at my opponent's accuracy. It's just phenomenal, right? And if he wasn't such a strong Grandmaster, I would have just assumed he was cheating there. And I don't mean that he was, just because it was such a complicated position. And I know the computer won't even understand this. It's such a complicated position that had he made one mistake, he would have lost. And of course, I'm not saying he was cheating, because he's obviously like one of the best GMs of that thing in the world. But getting that accuracy in that position is just remarkable. Because if you look at the position, and I realise this is not a double blunder move. I'm actually, if we put the computer on a deeper thing, I still think I probably had some chances here. But he played it very, very well. And this was a brilliant move, as the computer gives. Because if he plays anything else here, he's probably going to get checkmated. This one's coming and this one's coming. So this was an absolutely brilliant move from him. Amazing. He defended so well. So I can't complain. Let's just have a look. So after, yeah, I mean, what else do I play here? Let's have a look at the analysis. Analysis is probably a bit easier, actually. Okay, we'll go to the analysis thing, and well, I'll put it on so you can see it as well, right? Very interesting position. So this is the first key position, and the thing is, you see that, oh, maybe I should have gone bishop takes f2. You can see, or maybe taking there, you can actually see now that even though I'm a rook and a pawn down, so I'm 6 points down, the computer actually only gives it as a 1.5 pawn advantage, and that to me indicates that the sacrifice might actually be pretty okay. So this was the key position. The move I played, just in case I ever get this again, which is a bit unlikely, isn't it? But you never know. Knight d4 also a possibility. This is this is a fascinating position. What does it recommend after bishop takes f2? Yeah, I think we have to look at that, but I'm also very intrigued by this move, pawn takes pawn, because after this move I was wondering what I'd do here, but actually look at this. I'm unbelievable. My position, I might even be better because of this one. This is remarkable stuff. So wow. So I think taking here helps because I open up more lines. So this bishop f5 was bad, but if I take here and then he takes here. Okay, knight d4. It doesn't like bishop f2 here. Let's have a look at bishop f2. So if I play bishop f2, he takes. This is what I wanted to play because but now we're so many points down. We're like 10 points down, and now he just wants me to take that one. See, I wanted to keep going here with this kind of stuff. Don't really want to capture. Don't think this doesn't look right to me. This doesn't look right. Okay, let's try that other line. Just so taking here I think is okay. That is not what he should play. And after here, knight d4. And he's got some options. Let's say he plays the most natural move, and then bishop takes d4. And it looks so scary for him, this position. But he has to therefore probably get rid of this one, giving some material back. And now my knight is ready to come in. But he's still doing well. Rook d5. Great move. Great move there, rook d5. Really good move, wasn't it? Because if it wasn't for that, I think I'm okay, right? Thank you for the baby raid there. But I mean, really interesting. But it's the kind of thing where even in the game, I mean, maybe I had some chances, but he played so well. And bishop f. Okay, let's have a look at the game anyway. So we went here. Now this is a great move because he wants this square for the queen. And now I played this, which isn't probably a mistake, but what do I play? I wanted to play knight e4. This is my original idea because we defend the bishop and we threaten this one. I mean, this should show you, if he wasn't such a great player, how things could go wrong. Let's say he tried to move his knight. That looks like a good idea. Well, I'm just going to show you. Let's just turn off the elevation. Some crazy line here. We could take here, and all of a sudden he's lost, right? All of a sudden he's lost here. I'm wondering if I can play. I want to obviously take there, but this is beautiful, right? This is beautiful. So he's got to play so carefully, but I can't do that because he takes there. So in the game, was there any chances? Knight comes back. I open it up, and now I come in, and I thought, oh hello, I'm doing. But the thing is, again, he's only got one move here. Look at this. Look at the evaluation bar. He's got one move, and I missed this move. Any other move, my attack is really strong. It's really strong because, let me show you again one line I was thinking of. Let's just say he plays this. Now one line, I just want to show you. Let's say I go here, he goes here. I was looking at, look at this move. Queen H2. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit carried away. Look at this though. Look at that move. This is what I was thinking in the game, but I never got a chance to play it. Knight takes there, checkmate. What I need to do is open up my rook so it defends my bishop. Or if he takes there, I can go there, checkmate, because it's defended. So you might be thinking, okay, what if he now, let's say, moves the knight here? Well, look at this. Okay, if the knight comes to e6, a little question for you. What is the correct move? Careful it doesn't start. Yeah, good. We're getting a bit carried away. If knight e6, what is a beautiful move? Come on, guys. Who's going to get it first? Let's say he moves that knight there now. What can I play? And it's sexy as hell. Nope, it's better than rook f6. It's better. Queen g1, I think you mean, Yobius. Hello, Yobius. If the knight comes here... Oh, my words. That is... this is the kind of shit we want, right? Look at that move. He's got to play knight takes, and then my bishop is defended again. So I have two checkmates here, but this one, yeah, baby. But look at that. I mean, that's why we go into these crazy positions, and of course, playing this opening was very, very risky, and he defended brilliantly. So what can we say? But let's just look at that position because it's quite nice, right? That is quite nice. Sometimes we have to sit back and enjoy. I'm keeping an eye at the round hasn't started, and I don't think after he played this great move c5 there was any other chances, because okay, I tried this, but the point is his king's actually was running away, so it kind of looks like I might have something here, but it never works. I'm just losing here. Like for example, I take here, he has to take here, I come in with check, and his king comes to the middle. It comes to e2, and I don't have those same checkmate ideas. Jura in the house, hello there. I'm glad you like the Jabava London course, thank you. It's a great way to support what I do by buying one of my courses from Chessable or from my own site, GingerGM. You should also give this Puzzle Rush a go that we created, but I'll talk about that later. Anyway, that was an interesting game. So we've got 2.5 out of 4. There's 11 rounds. Let's just have a look who's leading. I went a little bit over the top there. It's always fun going a bit over the top though, isn't it? We went a little bit all in, should we say, and these are the scores at the top. But my opponent played kind of perfectly there. He couldn't have played any better, could he? He couldn't have played any better, really. He played perfect chess, and it's very hard to win when your opponent plays perfect chess in a completely complex position. This guy, Igor Kovalenko. Igor Kovalenko is... I'm not going to talk too many politics because it's not really my place, and you know, I'm here to play chess for a start. But I would like to mention that I think Igor, he's been fighting on the front line, right? And he's probably playing on the front line at the moment. Pretty mental. Okay, let's go birds again. Pretty mental in this world we live in, and that shit happens. I'm doing all right, Yobius, thank you. I'm doing okay. And let's go. Well, the birds worked before, so let's see if we can get it again. We're kind of enjoying playing the Dutch. Now he wants to play e5. I want to probably play there, so I'm going to go here to support my e pawn. And now we've got another reverse Dutch, right? We've got a reverse Dutch, and I'm going to bring my queen over here, and I'm going to try and do the same attack we did before. Oh my god, what am I doing? Why am I playing like an absolute loony in every single game? What's wrong with me now? As soon as I start playing this positional chess, it's doing alright, yeah? But I'm not playing any positional chess. I'm playing like a class A lunatic. Okay, we got to move back. Now this is the kind of normal thing you do. And I quite like these positions. I'm exaggerating. I do like these positions. Now, do we go? Let's go here. Okay, I'm gonna go for it because why not? In for a penny, in for a pound. And we're only giving up one pawn this time. Last time it was a pawn and a rook. It's only one pawn. Got to be good, right? Now, do we? I think we take with the rook because we want this one coming in. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. Here we come, boys. Here we come. Probably getting carried away here. I'm just going to move all my pieces towards his king and cross my fingers and hope to checkmate. What about that? It is very similar to the British Grand Prix. You're right, Nick. Well spotted. The only difference was my knight was on c3, which is okay. I'm trying to now get rid of the defenders of his king, and that bishop is a key defender. And he's giving up his rook there. Wow. Whoa! I don't even want the rook, you know. The rook is just a distraction from his king. I want his king, so I'm going to just keep coming. Should have taken his rook. Why don't I just take the bloody rook? And I want to come here and just kill. Maybe I need to get my knight here as well to stop this one and kill. So I want to deliver a checkmate on h2 by going rook here, knight here. Okay, is it time to swing? Got to watch out for a counter attack because my king is exposed. You know, my pawns are, they're really like petulant children running up the board with no care about their own security or the security of the things they're leaving behind. Okay, now where does this one go? Here or here? Which is more, I say, solid? And then I want to play here and just checkmate. This one maybe, but is my king all right here? I don't know. And I just want to now play this, and I want to kill there. Just bringing him, like I said, all around towards his king. So this one is also an idea. Take there and in, but feels like this one I go here. G5 must be the move I'm playing, and then some sexy little number like bishop in or something. Maybe bishop g5 is stronger here. Is bishop g5 stronger? But then if I take, and he, you know, maybe bishop g5. Do I have a threat here? Come here. I mean, I mean it's weird. I should have a big attack here, but okay. Now I move my bishop, right? And this one he can't defend. So let's just get this one here, and we're just. Ah, okay, that was his idea. It's not nice when I have an idea. Do I come back and now try to take it? A bit stupid that I've done it this way around. Or do I try to bring this guy around? Just for... Then I've got every single... No, let's try to get rid of that knight. I have to get rid of that knight, otherwise I can't get through. I missed this defensive idea. Why didn't I go bishop g7 there? That was stupid. Bishop here I thought was an easy win, but I missed. I mean, this is just a very basic defensive try. In that position, I could have come. Okay, I could have come straight in, but we're still going to try to kill. Still going to try to kill. Knight here takes, pawn takes, rook come into g1. Takes, pawn takes, also possible, but here takes. Oh fuck it, let's do it. The fuck it tactic, threatening a big check, and also rook takes coming here. But let's do this one. I want to just flick into g7, this square with the queen. Looks scary for him. I mean, looks scary. This is what it's like to brutalize an opponent. Okay, well, we can take that one. And surely this is the end. It's got Queen F8 hanging on for dear life here. Now, okay, well, are we material up? How are we 2 pawns up? I mean, kind of feels like we should be not 2 pawns up here. But okay, I've got to get these guys in. So we got to move this bishop and get that one in. And let's... He's got to check. Do I care? I mean... Weird. Okay, I'm going to try and just... I'm still playing for mate here, actually. With a queen coming to g8. Just get how many checks. Weird. One more. Fuck, I've got to move. Quick up. Might have to play some ending here. Clearly didn't want to get to an ending. Is this going to ever work? Oh, fucking hell, what was that? That was a terrible move. As soon as my clock goes, I play like a muppet. Fuck it. Fuck! Oh, Simon! Trying to win, right? Well, maybe he deserves to win this one, the way I'm playing. Ah, fucking hell, man. That's so bad. I just missed that pawn. Oh, this is the kind of move that just game that destroys me after playing quite well for the whole game and just throwing it away. I get so annoyed with myself. Just looking at the clock there, I just dropped that pawn. Oh, that was really painful. That was really painful. Okay, I'll just show you. It was alright until I just played that one bad move. And of course we're winning quite easily. Most of the game, we're a couple of pawns up, and even here we're winning very easily. Okay, I'm taking my time about it, but I'm definitely winning. But I just missed that pawn. I just totally missed that I lose this pawn. So why am I giving that pawn up? My one big pawn. All I need to do is just play the same ending but keep that pawn. So this is alright. This is okay. And here I just need to re-evaluate my king. Let's get my king over here and do it. And we get the same ending but with a pawn here. And I just played this one. It was like, whoa, what is that? And that annoyed me so much that I couldn't even manage to hold the draw after it. I mean, without this move, it's winning. I mean, the easiest way to win, I'd probably put my king on e3 and then I'd make a pawn break, right? Let's just do this. Oh, bishop e8. That's quite a funny move. And again, I'm losing that pawn. But, yeah, I mean, just a lot of moves are winning here. Okay, that was very annoying because easily winning. I thought it was just game over around this moment. And actually, looking at this, the computer thinks I've got even quicker way to win. Such a big position. But this was certainly an easy way to win because I'm 2 pawns up. And ended up losing that game. Wow, look at this. It's such a good position. And here, I was getting quite annoyed because I was thinking that I mean, does this... Okay, it doesn't give this move, but I was annoyed I didn't play this move afterwards. But can he defend here? And he has to take here, check, and he has to go here. Is this not winning somehow? Feels like it should be winning, but he's got knight f6 coming. It's not actually winning. Fuck. Well, I don't know. Am I back now? Are we back? Let's see if we're back. Refresh. Okay. That's so typical, isn't it? It you know, I was reading this thread the other day on Reddit, and it was basically, you probably heard about this theory. I'm not playing the fucking Dutch anymore. I've had enough of that crappy Dutch shit opening. Joking. So I was reading this thread the other day on Reddit, and you've probably heard about the theory. I think it was like, first of all, suggested by Descartes, even before computers. Before computers. And it was the theory that we are in a simulation, right? Like the Matrix, basically. You've all watched the Matrix, right? And it was, you know, we are actually in a simulation, and I suppose everything's predetermined, yeah, because we're in a simulation. Or maybe we're playing the simulation, it's not predetermined. And there was this red on Reddit, and the red was, what one thing, and this is quite an interesting question, what one thing in life has convinced you that you might be in a simulation? So what kind of weird thing has happened where you're like, hang on a minute, that's like the kind of thing that would happen in a computer game in a simulation? And I have to say, losing a game like I just did at that moment in time, losing a game like that after losing a position like that, I'm kind of now thinking, it feels like a bit of a simulation to me, this world. You know, that's what I'm thinking. Now, I'm not sure, but you know, stuff like that, like a little glitch in the Matrix. You kind of like suddenly think, hang on a minute, losing then? I'm thinking, come on, that, you know, and losing that game, and then the internet drops at that moment. Come on, you're having a fucking draft, mate. So that's it's shit like that makes me think we could be in a simulation. Anyway, back to the game. Let's just see if we can. What are we on? 2.5 out of 5 now. So I try to not go on tilt. Let's try to still have a good tournament. So we dropped 2.5 points. What score can we finish on? This position's looking stinky as hell. Talking about, this is the problem. I sometimes can go tilting. We don't want that, do we? So I'm gonna go here because I need rook c8. Okay, I've got to think how we can get out of this position. Got to get out of this position. Just blame the England internet. Okay, so 2.5 from 11. I should be able to work this out. It's like 8.5. So we still can get a good score. But okay, this position is not very nice because he's getting ready to penetrate. And I think I'm going to have to give this pawn to at least get the open file for my queen. I need to try and get some counterplay. And I might be able to force this queen over here. For example, takes bishop here, and his queen, it has this square. Shit. Don't want his queen coming in there. I thought I could put his queen on a bad square, but we can't. So, not fun either, this. Check, move the knight back here. Bit scared, but okay, let's go for it. As long as his queen can't get in, this is what I need to stop. Okay, so he's trying to exchange queen. I'm kind of happy with that because I get his queen out of my position. Should I be happy about that? I don't know. Well, actually, now he might have the tactic takes, and the queen coming back. Bizarre position. But okay, I don't think that's that scary. So this knight move here, not the, okay, so he's going for that and he's bringing his queen back now. So I have to bring my queen back, correct? And his knight may come in. Okay, is there anything else we can do here? No, my pieces are being attacked. Which square? Okay, we've got to go here. Still on defensive. Still on defensive. It's a very good pass pawn he's got. I do have this square, but then he's coming in. Okay, got to move quicker. Got to move quicker. So I want to go here, but knight b3. So let's just try to get my king a little bit safer. What am I doing? Yeah. Shit, I'm moving so slowly. Painfully slowly. I wanted to play that move, but not really working. Is there anything we can do here? It's a horrible position. He's going to come and take this now. With the queen. So I've got to go... I've got to keep the queens on. Got to try and keep the queens on. My only chance. Got to try to get my queen to this square. We're just I don't know. It looks a little bit desperate, doesn't it? Oh fuck, he's playing good moves. Don't play good moves on me. That is a good move. Killer. A killer of a move there, and I feel that this is, well, not sure there's any real point of playing on too much. Why did I go there? Don't know. The position's so bad. Getting better. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh. Never in doubt. Always enough compensation. And, yeah, just, you know, clearly my sacrifice was good. Brilliant game from me. I gave up that pawn. Let's have a look at that. That inspired sacrifice. And the first inspired sacrifice, yeah, that was a bit close, well, was when we gave up this pawn, because we get this brilliant attack with the queen, and the queen was the powerful piece. A bit of a swindle. I mean, Jay, in England we are known to understate things, and I think what you just said there is the understatement of the year. I mean, look at this. He's 2 pawns up, but look at the pawns. They are, oh my god, look at them. Look at them. And I also have 2 seconds left. And for me, yeah, your opponent talking about living in a simulation now. I bet you my opponent's computer has also dropped now. I bet you there's also been a glitch in his matrix and his internet's gone. Why didn't he play b7? I have no idea. I have no idea, Chopper. No idea. I mean, I think he was getting greedy and he didn't want to play this move because I can give my bishop up and there's something. But I mean, he should play b7, of course. Of course he should play this move, and I'm getting crushed. I'm getting crushed anyway. Even here I'm getting crushed. But I mean, Not sure how I won that game. Even here I'm getting absolutely crushed. He's just got to stop this move. And as soon as I come here, it's like, okay, with 4 seconds left, he's got to find a way now to stop this checkmate. So it's not easy. The best way is to give the queen for the knight. But that ain't an easy move to find, right? And after he plays here, well, this was a bad check, but we're both very short of time. And he runs out of time. And I think the point is, if he goes here, I was going to just play knight e3, but maybe knight e3. I mean, okay, I was lucky. Let's just say that. We're lucky, but you need a bit of luck. Let's go back to d4. I haven't played e4 yet. Should have played e4, maybe. And he was dominating. I'm not going to deny that in that last game, my opponent was dominating. Okay, we're gonna play this little line that. Oh shit! Why did I pre-move that? That's such a bad pre-move because e4 is a very good way to meet knight f6. Okay, we're gonna do it here anyway. I think he should have gone e5. And if we're back, are we back into some theory now? I think. Yeah, this is the interesting way to play the exchange Slav, and I think now this one leads to a lot of chaos. This is Thailand, his flag, Costa Rica. I think this is all theory. This is they called it the Boer attack. I'm not sure if that name is what it should really be called, because there was an English Grandmaster, Jonathan Hawkins, who was actually playing this well before Boer. Maybe, I think, I could be wrong, but the Boer, and yeah, I mean, Adjamatter also talked about this as well. I think this one is the move now, right? Why not? Why not threaten checkmate? And he has to be very careful. This is like the theory that I can remember. I'm out of my books now, but he's got some big things to deal with here. The reason we don't castle there is because I think he has the check. Is that right? No, he can go bishop check and then castle. So it would have been nice to castle, but that allows his bishop to develop with check. So that's why we moved the rook here. Now I think we can go queen takes here now, and it should be winning for us. So very dangerous opening this. I was actually thinking about doing a little DVD on this. I say DVD, some course on this. Because that move doesn't really help him. What's the saying even stronger? Okay, check. We have to go here. And now I'm threatening checkmate here and his queen. So he's given up his queen now. And I can take the queen, but is there something even better here? Well, I think we'll throw a check in first. Could even go here as well, but I'm getting ridiculously greedy. Let's just take the bloody queen, right? Now this one wins the knight, but this one is okay. Let's just keep it very simple. This one, let's go for checkmate, shall we? Do we take this? Let's take this. We're queen up. We are a queen up, and it would be, if I lose this, oh my god, that matrix is gonna glitch so hard. If I lose this position, it will be, I mean, I don't think I can possibly lose this position. I mean, it's just impossible. I mean, even I can't lose this position. Thank you. He didn't want to get checkmated. I mean, it's just a matter of finding the checkmate here, right? This one, this one, this one. There's so many. Yeah. Okay. That was a brutal win, but that's a very dangerous opening. It's a really dangerous opening. That I have to do a course on that. It's a really good way to try and crush the Slav. And not many people know this line. And this is all theory, and he just gets a lost position. So we can have a look at it. The game review. Well, I mean, it's probably going to be reasonably high, but I know all this stuff. That's more like it. So yeah, that's what we want to see. Thank you very much. Cheers. Merry bloody Christmas. And let's just have a look at the analysis now, because I prefer the analysis to the game review, because we can see where we went wrong. Well, first of all, A lot of people play the Slav, right? If you're a d4 player, and they can play this, so they play the semi-Slav. Get the Reykjavik game up. I won't get the Reykjavik game up now because I'll probably miss my next round or something. It's on my YouTube channel. I'm sure you guys know where it is. And a great way to keep things simple against this is to just take on d5. And this is a move which has a really boring reputation, like the exchange French. But after here, knight here, it's got a big sting to it. Now, first of all, knight f6 is the move that my opponent should play, because after knight c6, the move that my opponent did play, e4 is just a very nice position for white. And again, I don't think the computer always gives these positions justice. The computer says it's kind of even, but that's not the case. I won't be playing late Title Tuesday. One Title Tuesday is enough stress for one day. That's just enough. We won't be doing late one. Because the computer gives e6, but the problem is after like even e5, he just has a very bad French defense because I've already got my knight to c3. So knight f6 is the better move. Then f3 with the idea of e4 is this. I think. Well, let's call it the boar attack for now. I don't know if it's the correct name. And now knight c6 goes back into the position that we had. And now we continue with e4, and all of a sudden this opening of a very boring reputation, it becomes really sharp and really dangerous, because this pawn is ready to attack his knight again. So this is key. He takes here. We threaten his knight. Where does his knight go? It goes into the center. We take here. We have two pawns in the middle, so he has to try and develop. So e6 is the main move. We now approach his knight. Of course, there are other moves he can play, but the most natural move is to take the knight and then take here, hoping to get developed. But after e5, maybe the bishop check is a little bit more accurate. But after this move, knight e4 is very logical. But after this check here, rook f1, he has to be so careful here. And actually the position is probably just very bad for him. It's probably very bad position for him. And he's only got one move to survive, f6, so it's a really tricky opening. And when he plays f5, it doesn't help because we just take it. And we have the same threat, and he's completely lost already on 14 moves in the exchange Slav. And after this check, here, well, okay, I mean, maybe I could have won this better, but this looks pretty good, right? Just keep it safe, take the piece. He's got to move his bishop, and well, okay, yeah, this is just simple. We check so his rook can't come out, because he moves his king back, then it blocks his rook, and of course my knight is very good. AdNetSol been subscribed for 49 months. Wow, yeah, thank you AdNet. That is really cool. That's good support. Thank you. It's nice to have support like that. So cheers. It does help. I mean, I don't stream as much now, but I'm still putting out YouTube and stuff, and maybe try to stream Title Tuesday when I'm about. Anyway, so okay, how many rounds have we even had now? Does anyone know? I don't even know how many rounds we've had now. Let's have a look. So it's round 7, and we're on 4.5. So round 7, 4.5, so there's 4 more rounds. So we could, if we win every single game, get to 8 points. Xander Diesel asking, what is the follow-up when opponent plays f6? Now Xander, as much as I'd like to help you, I can't always hold your hand when you're playing a game of chess, my friend. Sometimes you have to do the work yourself. So just, if you want to look at it more, go and turn on the computer and you can have a look, or there's probably there's better ways to learn than a computer, but a computer's like the laziest, right? And maybe I'll bring a course out on it at some point. Why the hell not? So the scores. So we have 7 rounds, and I can't see Hikaru, so it doesn't look like Hikaru is doing so well this week. Maybe he's wasted because it's the 4th of July. Hello everyone in America or anywhere. It is the 4th of July. He's on 5 out of 7. Wow. So Hikaru's on half a point more than me, even though I've played like a bit of an idiot so far. Kushkin's secret to keeping a full head of hair. Alcohol. Cigarettes. No, I don't know. I'm just lucky, I guess. Just lucky. Very lucky. I mean, all my family, you know, all the men have, even into their like old age, they've kept very big hair. Lucky man. Lucky man. And where are we then? So we have to scroll down quite a bit for me. But there are like a lot of players. So it's like normally 600 players. I guess some have withdrawn. And let's just scroll down. We'll keep scrolling. We're on this group. So we're on 76 positions. So I have to say, we're doing all right considering how many good positions I've thrown away. Is there still games going on? Just wondering why there's such a big break here. There's still one game going on. Oh my words, come on. I'm sure you can win this position. Black one, okay. Well done. And we are now ready for the next round. So after the next round is a break, we'll probably get someone good now. Wow, we're playing someone only 22.79. The CM, which is surprising because he's on a good score, right? It is surprising, but we can't take him lightly because he's doing well in the tournament. He's obviously beaten a lot of good players already. So let's just play. Well, I'm back to the Dutch again, even after I've been saying bad things about it. I'm keeping it very simple. Maybe Queen B4 was a better move there. And my opponent's played this pretty good. He's played a pretty good line actually. This fianchetto is always the way to do it. And this position, I would say even to slightly better for him. But if I get E5 in, I'll be doing okay at least. Saying that, if I get E5 in, his knight has a nice square here. So I don't want to maybe rush this move. So okay, we've got to try to control that square. And let's maybe try to open up this line. So E5, his knight has a way in. Do we want to allow that? Do we play on this side of the board? I don't know. Or do we okay. Let's go here. Now C5, there's many exchanges going to happen. It's going to be a little bit dull. Now this is an interesting pawn site to get this square, but I don't really believe it. So it's just a bit dull. It's just a bit dull, this position. Lots of exchanges happening. Maybe I've got to play E5. I think I have to play this move because at least now my knight is defending against any knight coming in. So this is the move I want to play, and I've got to try and do something to make it a little bit more interesting. And okay, I don't want to give up that file. No. Take here, takes. But okay, I'm going to do this because otherwise more pieces would get exchanged on the A file, and again, it becomes a bit drawish then. So let's play this move. And you can probably see what I mean by drawish. There's so many exchanges here. More exchanges. Fuck. I'm quite compact, but he's very compact as well. Of course, it's an equal position. He's improving his pieces. Good move. Now, do we do this one? Let's do this one. I didn't want to give this square to his knight, but he's got to find a way to deal with that one. And again, there's more exchanges happening with this, but what else can I do? I don't want to be worse, so he's just going straight for the exchanges. He certainly shouldn't fear me. I don't know why he's trying to draw so much. Correspondence Master says Finvar. Something like that. Now if I go here, it gives this square. But my back rank's a bit funny, right? Is this annoying? It's kind of an annoying move. So here, I want to get my king, just do it off the back rank. It feels a bit more fun putting the pawn there than there, but we go here, knight here. Okay, so he's coming here straight away. Playing good chess. Now can I go here? No, his knight comes to e5 then. It's a good move. It's a good move. Okay, I'm just going to centralize. I'm not sure what to play. Actually, maybe now when I come in, right? I need to get off the back rank so I can move my rook. Or do I need to get off the back rank? I have to come here, surely. But then he takes. Do I have anything against that? Oh, this is so boring if I take it, but okay. Didn't really want to do that, but his knight's a little bit offside. Gotta remain optimistic. As in, it's obviously a draw here. Obviously a draw, but his knight is worse than mine, so maybe if I can get my knight here, so my pieces are better. My king is not great, but these guys are very good. Again, he finds a good move. Does he? Okay, can't move the knight, so let's try and activate the king. What is this? A good idea coming around? Not really. I think we're going to have to give this pawn in order to try and win. I can't check, of course, because my knight. Can I come this way? Very risky. Get the pawn off this file. Try and maneuver my king. I think we have to. Do we have to give that pawn? Okay, so we're going to have to give this pawn. Trying to get my knight in. Okay, I've got my knight in, but I have to sacrifice this pawn to do it, so I could lose now. Fuck, check. Gonna lose this. Oh, I should have lost that, but taking extreme risks here. Oh. Oh dear. We're getting quite lucky here, aren't we? We're getting actually very lucky because, I mean, the final position, it's not actually that bad for me. but maybe he deserves to lose because of his drawing tendencies, or is that a little bit harsh? Maybe a little bit harsh. And the final position, and actually, as you say, is funnily enough equal because my pieces are so active. But I thought I was making some progress at the end, because but I couldn't find the right plan to win with my time. And of course, it is even. But I thought if I get my knight to d3, it might help me, but it doesn't. I think my knight's best here. So how else can I win this? There's nothing else I can do. So this doesn't help. My opponent's just waiting, and waiting, and now he takes the opportunity to start hitting my pawns. So time was of the essence there. And let's have a look at the game review, because he might even have a higher accuracy than me. Look at that! Look at that accuracy! Jesus! For 22.78, he's performing, and my accuracy. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! But for 22.78 to perform at 97 accuracy and lose on time, insane. But we also, I mean, the game. Look at the game. Actually, I was never worse, even when I started losing those pawns. So this is basically like if God was going to play God at chess, it would flatline like that, right? That's what that is. God was just playing God there. Just call me God for one game. He's certainly underrated, isn't he? Certainly underrated. And that's the thing, even though he was a CM 22.78, you can't take these guys easy, right? You can't take these guys easy. Oof, that's weird how it flatlined. There's only one chance here where I maybe missed a move. This was the only chance. Move 19. What should I have played? So here I should have played my pawn on. But it's not much, is it? It ain't much. So, yeah. Well, flipping out. That was close. I'm going to have to go to the... Well, let's just say it. Toilet. I won't be long. We've got 3 rounds left in Title Tuesday. And GingerGM, thanks for bringing down the vibe. It was kind of boring. Are you not entertained? Have you not had enough entertainment today? Zeitgeist, come on. Every time I try to sacrifice today, every time I try to sacrifice, I just lose. Even when I'm winning, just give me boring, for goodness sake. I want boring. No, I'm going to have to sacrifice the next game. Okay, I'll be back in a second anyway. Hope the next round hasn't started. I won't be long, so don't go anywhere. Hello, Andy is Yoda. All right. So we have, what, 3 games left now? So we'll see how we get on the last 3. We're on 5.5. I don't think I've ever got 8.5 points, but that would mean I'd have to win my last 3 games. I think I've had a bit of luck going my way, right? Even though I've thrown away some positions, maybe it's fair. You make your own luck. Yeah, I'll just say that. We've worked out the matrix. We've broken on through the simulation. I think when actually, Have we won every game since the internet crashed? Have we? Is that right? Remember the internet went, computer says no. And I think we've won every game. So we've worked out the simulation. We've worked out we are in a simulation. We've broken the simulation. And now we're crushing it. Hey David, how you doing, sir? Happy 4th of July to you and all Americans, of course. Hope you're having a great time and you're enjoying. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying a beer, David, and everyone else who's around. Poos Rook, is that how you say it? Poos Rook? Well, it kind of seems appropriate because you're asking me if everything was good in the loo. Poo loo. I had a very lovely visit to the toilet. Thank you for asking. It's very kind of you. Yes, it was a charming visit to the toilet. I do recommend it on occasions. And okay, so they have a little break now. So are there any games going on? We'll just have a little look. And there's 3 games left. I think all games are now over, so we can have a look at the scores on the doors. And we have Sarawana, is that right? Is that how you say his name? Sarawana, the Russian player, on 7.5, doing very well. And Nihal Sarin, very dangerous player, 6.5. I'm surprised that Hikaru is not doing better. Gadakamsky on 6 points. Where is Hikaru? Where is Hikaru? There is Hikaru on 6 points. Obviously a great player. And we're on this little group with Dubov. Could we get Dubov in the next round? That would be something, wouldn't it? We're going to have to play a little bit better if we start playing Dubov. So we're sitting there in 63rd place. I've no idea how we managed to get to 63rd place. It's been a bit of a ride so far. Let's finish higher than Hikaru. That's going to be really hard because he'll probably win all of his games, and I have to get 4 out of 3 to finish higher, which is tough. But you never know in this matrix we are in. In this weird simulation, I think getting 4 out of 3 is actually a possibility. Just keep playing boring. Yeah, maybe I should blind Puffin, right? Hello, blind Puffin. Okay, well, we got another Russian player here, and are we going to go for another birds? Let's do it. It's been a lot of birds so far, but the good thing is when I'm playing, I mean, again, you could say only an FM, but we've seen how strong these FMs are. An FM who's 28, he's obviously a good player. Now I'm gonna just play my normal Dutch now. I'm not gonna think. I'm gonna play normal Dutch. Knight coming in. And I'm going to double his pawns and try to play for e4. So we get e4 in. This is the way I play this. We've already talked about this kind of structure already. He's very quick, this guy, I've noticed. And I kind of feel like I should be happy here. Do we play a4? I'm very slow, he's very quick, but can't have everything in life. Now, do we go b3 here, or do we just get the king out of the way of any checks? I like these positions because his double pawns, we talked about it, and these 2 pawns. But it's only just heating up, of course. Yeah, that's a good rook. Now, I'm wondering about this b3 move. It kind of just feels a bit odd, but maybe we can play it. Hope I'm not walking into some horrible thing here. I'm saying maybe I can play it because I want to get my bishop out, and I want to control this square. And again, if you followed that game earlier, oh shit, takes then here. This is just the kind of shit that I was worried about. But I have got this move. But then he's going to have this diagonal. Could go. Let's just think about this, yeah. Takes. Okay, maybe this is the right way to play. Do I flick in this? Talking to myself. Say it's a sign of insanity. Okay, we'll go. Oh no, you can play here straight away. What am I doing? Wow, didn't do it. Okay. E5 or bishop takes knight here. Can I played the move which I realised wasn't a very good move, but he didn't play the move. Oh, anyway, just shut up, Simon. I'm confusing myself. Can I take this now? I don't know. I mean, E5 was my original thought. E4 because I've got to kill this bishop, but I'm wondering why I can't play this. I then move my dark square bishop somewhere. And then try to play this to kill this guy. This is what we are considering. Where do I put my bishop? Okay, he clearly wants this one. Okay, I think this is more natural. Yes. This light square bishop looks really good. I've done this wrong. I have done this wrong. Okay, we'll go here. I didn't want to play this because I'm scared of this, but his other bishop is also scary. Now, is it worth giving the pawn on c2 to get my knight here? Okay, opponent is playing very sensible. His bishops are scary and he's playing just good, quick moves. So here he takes the come in. Just wanted to try and get active somehow here. Very quick, isn't he? You can see why he's a blitz specialist, right? I say blitz specialist, I imagine that because he's an FM, but he's got very, very high rating. So I'm just going for his king because I've had enough of this defending stuff. Had to watch out for this nasty little idea. Attack here, maybe my queen can come in sometime. Fuck. Oh no, he's got... Oh, these pawns start to drop. Oh dear. That's annoying. That is annoying. Shit. Takes. Here, takes. Yeah, this is bad. Yeah. Obviously my position was losing there. That was quite tough actually. It was tough. Tough game. And my position must have been okay, but I allowed him to play this move. And actually earlier on today I was talking about that move, and I was talking about how you got to stop them. You got to stop them playing c4. And this is where things started to change. So my position was good, but here he played this move and he's trying to play c4, and I've really got to get on top of that move, and I didn't. I mean I played my bishop to a funny square. Bishop a3, as the computer suggests, much better. He was a quick player. Any chances? Definitely had chances, right? I mean I'm doing very well here. everything's going well. The opening was good. Can't blame the opening. But I started to go wrong here, because as soon as he plays c4, his bishops, they just become very, very good, and he opens up things very, very quickly. I mean, I don't think it'll get very high on the game review, and it wasn't extremely high. And I was probably doing, like you see, generally pretty well throughout, except at the end where I started to fuck things up. And yeah, I just don't like this move, because after c4 I have to take, and his pieces come to life, and he's like equal now, but there's always a bit of pressure against me, you see. So here I'm like defending. I mean, his pieces everywhere. Yeah, it's really hard, Goblin Shah, but I think the problem was practically a position like this where I am a pawn up, but his position is very easy to play. He just keeps developing. He's got very safe king. Is basically easier for him to play. But okay, let's go a bit later on, because it did get interesting. And I'm trying to get my rook to this square. I'm a little bit worse, I'd imagine, here. I've got to watch out for my rook here, so I have to move it because it's on pre. And now I thought I had to give my king a safe square, so we also have ideas of this. He stops me moving that pawn anymore, probably a good idea. And this is where I give my pawn, because I didn't want to just defend. I've been defending for so long here that by giving this pawn, at least my knight blocks his rook and gets to a good square. He plays here, and now we give the pawn. So we've actually sacrificed, but this bishop d3 was an excellent move, but the computer doesn't like it, so I wonder what I missed after bishop d3. I underestimated this check here, so do I have a good move? I should just move my king first. This is a much better way to play. And if I move my king first, I'm actually, I think, got very good compensation according to the computer. So I did this the wrong way around. It was this one little move. I've got to get out of the way of the rook. So do I move my king or my queen? And actually doing this one, I'm losing, because I had assumed that what he did didn't work, but I missed he's taken on h4. So after he comes here, well, I wanted to play here, but after this, if I take here, which I thought was alright, I'm just missing this one. But even other moves are very bad, actually. Just didn't evaluate this position very well. He's got checks here, my king's too weak, this bishop can come in. So it was a tough game. I think he played very well there, but my big mistake from the opening, I mean, everything was going all right. He should play d4 when knight a2 is okay, but I mean, another thing I kind of regret playing, maybe I should play e5 as well. So b3, very risky moves. Computer's top choice, surprising top choice there. And I was, yeah, maybe this is the other move I was trying to work out. And if he takes here, what about this? This is an interesting position, but I guess he gets too many dangerous pawns here, these two. So it was just really this one move. And this one move, bishop d2. So I had to play bishop a3. Had I played bishop a3 here, different game. So we've got 2 games left. We might actually make it to the end of Title Tuesday. We've got 5.5, so let's see if at least we can finish strong. I'll try to have a bit more fun in the next games. Let's maybe mix up the openings a little bit, play a bit more gambity from the start. We've been playing a lot of Dutches, so let's try to get something else in. I haven't had a chance to play a black line. Maybe we get that in, and I think if I got white, I'll try to play e4 as well. So we'll try to mix up the last 2 games and keep it interesting, and it shouldn't be too long until we have the next game. So this one is still going on between 2 guys, and it ends in a draw. Okay, so we'll be ready for the penultimate round any second now. The Jabava, well, I kind of like the idea of playing e4. It's fun. Oh, okay, well we're gonna have to play another Dutch. It's been a day of Dutches. I can't blame the Dutch for yeah, I've got black here. We'll have white in the last round. I can't blame the Dutch though, because I am getting good positions from the Dutch, right? I'm just not finishing them off, and it's amazing because an international master I haven't heard of. I mean, and we're going to play this A5 line again if the knight comes here, because this has been the theme of the day. We've been practicing this out quite a lot. We've got some very interesting positions so far. Recall. It's a bit of a mix, isn't it? Aldous Huxley wrote The Doors of Perception, which Jim Morrison did read, and Jim Morrison thought, oh, are we going to get the same line again? You remember where we sacked the rook and the pawn? Oh my God. Do I have to? Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought we were going to get the same line again. Jesus. Yeah, Aldous Huxley wrote The Doors of Perception book, and I mean, let me think about the chess. Okay, we can take here. And Jim Morrison read the book, and that's why he called the doors, right? He called the doors after reading Aldous Huxley's book, which I'm sure you knew. But I'm a big Doors fan, and Aldous Huxley also was born in the same town as me, a little place called Godalming. Can you believe it? Godalming, just up the road from me. And his books, Doors of Perception. Yeah, I mean he was a cool guy, right? A cool guy who I think was alive in an interesting era of exploitation of substances. Right, okay, anyway, let's think about the chess. So I'm gonna go here just so my opponent can't move the Barry pawn. I can see that my opponent's also streaming. And we're gonna go here because I want to put my knight on this square. Now, G4 I'm not too scared about. I think I pop back here. And we're gonna have some mass exchanges now. My opponent has to get rid of this knight. It's far too strong. And then I'm aiming for play on the B file, hence why I put the pawn here, so I can take this way. The kind of other thing I'd like to do, I like getting this diagonal for my queen. I kind of feel like it's slightly better for black here, slightly better for black, but only by a tad. Lovely to get the bishop in here, of course, but even this is not so clear because the light squares, even if I win the exchange, the light squares are actually, it could get very badly done. So okay, so my opponent's avoided that, and do we play the queen here? I'm gonna start bringing it to what is a better long-term square. Queen here, king here. I didn't know a good follow-up, and it looks like this diagonal is a better diagonal to me because we get some stuff there. So yeah, my opponent had to exchange here at some point. Now G4 is a move that she could play, but that would weaken a lot of squares. So okay, she comes in, and now the idea is to take and put a knight here, but I'm also very active, and I'm going to start using that activity. We got the B file, we got the F file, and we're going to start using that. But okay, rook D3. I wanted to bring my rook to F3. My bishop is terrible. So let's see if we can target some squares. So rook here and rook here was what I originally wanted to play, but I don't want to exchange rooks. Maybe this position is just like roughly even. It is possibly a fair evaluation because this knight is so strong. But I have the open files, the active rook, so hard to assess. Okay, we'll take that one for now, see what she decides to capture with. And well, we've got another quite boring game, haven't we? We're getting a fair few of them. This rook should be coming in now. Just I don't like this piece, but if I can get rid of this piece, I'll be so much happier. So this knight, okay, so now this bishop, I'm not worried about this pawn. Let's get this bishop going. Can I even play? No, let's go. Let's dream of getting it to E4. So of course my opponent will put the rook there to stop that. She hasn't. So now my bishop can come here. And also, I'm just going to threaten checkmate. Can you believe it? Boom! That was a hidden little number, that one. Wow, that was kind of... that was cheeky as hell, that one. Sorry. That was like a cheeky little... oh, yeah, baby. From nowhere. But I think my position's all right here. I mean, if I hadn't gone for that move... But let's say I just centralised the bishop. My pieces are so good. I shouldn't be worse, at least. And... I think that was that was cheeky. That was a cheeky number. So we're on 6.5. So in the next game we get to 7.5, which would be a pretty good score because I've been playing terrible blitz at some point. I mean, I think it's understandable to miss this check, right? Because she's short of time. And it's not easy to stop. I mean, at this stage, you have to move your rook away. I mean, I've done much worse blunders today. Much worse blunders today. And let's just have a look at the opening and some various moments. So I think around here, I'm very happy with my position. I mean, other options I did have, as well as taking here. I mean, it's kind of, you can consider playing very aggressively with f4 and sacrificing. Thank you, GingerGM, for the thing. This is an interesting sacrifice, and the point being, if this occurs, you can put the knight on this square. Maybe some compensation, but every time I'm sacrificing today, I'm actually losing. And every time I'm not sacrificing, I'm doing okay. So there may be a lesson there. But I love sacrificing. And in the last round, we will try to sacrifice because it's much more fun. And I assumed here I should be better because it feels like these pawns of hers, and I'm just trying to get to the like real important part of the position, are quite weak. And when I get this crunch here, they're all a little bit funny, but maybe not. Maybe it's okay. And she does a good maneuver. She does this maneuver, and this is correct to get the knight here. Maybe I should even get my queen here first. That could be a better way to play. Ah, yeah, no, this is the good move. So this is where I actually make a mistake. So this is actually very thematic, and it's moves like this which you can probably learn the most from. Not missing tactics, because missing tactics, we can all do that, especially in blitz. But what was my problem piece? Let's go forwards to like around here, right? My problem piece is this horrible bishop because it's stuck behind all of these guys, right? I mean, eventually I got my bishop to this square, but in you know, I shouldn't be able to get my bishop to this square. It should be impossible. And the knight dominates my bishop. So if we go back, what should I be playing? Because I can always move my knight to c5. That move is not running away. What I should do is get rid of my worst piece. And this is positionally a very instructive move to learn from. Because this piece is great and this knight is great. This is my problem piece, just get rid of it. And the other thing about that is my opponent can't exchange off here. And we can see that I would have a nice advantage had I just played bishop g5. So that is a very thematic move. Bishop g5. Getting rid of the bad piece, exchanging off my opponent's bishop, so my knight can also sit there and she can't get rid of it. So, you know, that's nice to learn from that. If I ever get this middle game again, this is how you get better at middle games. Remember what pieces you need to exchange. I will remember that plan. So if we get to 7.5, I will be happy now. So just got to win the last round. What do you reckon? Can we do it? Are we going to win the last round, people? What do you guys think? Are we going to win the last round? Frogs in Space is giving me a yeah. Rickroll, of course you can. Go, go, go. I like this. This is positive affirmation. Positive thinking. Just checkmate your final opponent. That Daniel is a damn good bit of advice. Just checkmate him. Harry KM. Oh yeah. J Beast. I don't know why I'm putting a French accent on your name. It kind of feels a bit French. Are you French? J Best? I don't know. Why do I assume you're French? Are you? If you are French, I am a genius. Okay, let's just take him down to the Paradise City, where the sacrifices are green, and the king is dead. Born in the UK. Sorry, J Beast. Okay, right. Let's do it. Now, let's go for it. Let's play the advanced French. This little number, okay, you can do whatever you want. Okay, you're trying to play this, fair enough. I'm going to push Harry on you. Come on, my friend. Sorry, I was getting a little bit carried away there, wasn't I? A little bit carried away. Let's go for the other side as well. Why not? Why not have fun on both areas? Okay, stopping that one. Okie doke. And now... Now I'd love to come here, but am I trying too hard here? I feel I might be. Let's just keep it simples. Now, where do I want to put my knight as well? Another question. Okay, we'll keep it simple for the time being. Now, this one I really thought I have a lovely square for my knight, and I do. So let's go in. And do I play something mental and open it up now? Let's castle first. See when my opponent puts his king. Lovely piece. I want to open it up. So he's trying to exchange off. Now this is just kind of feels like a move to play. So takes, knight here, c4. Don't really want to take this, but okay. Okay, I'm going to play this because I'm castled and my opponent's not. It might just be stupid, but as one of you said in the chat, let's just checkmate. So I'm trying to open up the center, even if I lose my pawns in the middle of the board. My opponent doesn't want that. My opponent just wants to keep it safe, and that's probably just a good move. It's horrible when they do good moves, isn't it? Yeah, that's a good move, right? Okay. Yes. Not liking this. My opponent has played very well. My opponent swapped off the right pieces, meaning that I really want to have this bishop back, but my opponent swapped it off and I wasn't able to cause any damage. And now my opponent can do stuff like this. I mean, I'm a French defense player, so I'm kind of like very aware of when things can go a little bit funny. And, well, okay, I mean, we have to probably give this pawn anyway. Okay, so check. Nope. Okay. I've got a check, but it doesn't do much, does it? Okay, no, this is just not nice. Good. Well, simply a pawn down. It's not the end of the world. Pawns on dark squares for the ending, so I'll be able to maybe target them. Not castled yet, so if I can get this check in, I keep my opponent's king in the center. That's what I'm aiming for here. I'm aiming to keep my opponent's king in the center, but he's finding a way to defend. Which is annoying, right? Don't really want to swap this guy's off either. Bishop here, no, it's not doing anything. Keep the queens on, okay. But it really is a bit of a punt here. What happened to my pawn? Where did my pawn go? Where did my pawn go? I'm relying on you, Harry. Come on, my friend. Come on, Harry. Another good move. Okay. Oh, there's a little threat. Bishop e5, winning. My opponent spots it. Bastard. Another good move. Stop playing good moves. It's horrible when they do that, isn't it? Horrible when they play good move after good bloody move. Stop it. I told you about this already. I've had enough of your good moves. Okay, I'm going for this again. Alright, don't really have a choice. I have to grab this one. Obviously going forwards. Trying to this one here, not even that's very good. Trying to cause as much problems as I can. Then we get an ending. What else can I do? Fuck. Can't do anything else. Ah, yeah, okay, that's just losing. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, well played to my opponent. I missed that last move at the end there, so we'll just see. Disappointing not to finish on a decent score, but we had some fun games, I think. Message here. Is this normal? This is really weird. Look at this. Look at this message I got. Is this a new rule? Okay, never had to do that. Is that a new rule? That sounds a bit shit, doesn't it? Have you seen this? So, hi, just a friendly reminder for next TT. If you are streaming, please make sure your Twitch chat is in emote mode only. Thank you so much. Is that a new rule? Is that a new rule, is it? Because for the past four or 5 years, that has never been a rule. I don't know. Is that what happened in Hikaru's channel? Let me know. Let me know. I mean, you guys, you've probably had a look at the other channels. You can see this little box here. It is new. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, cool. I didn't realise that. Didn't realise. Okay. Because I'm sure. Okay, I'm sure that Hikaru chat is normal. You sure? Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at Hikaru's channel, because if Hikaru's channel is normal, then like fuck am I doing emotes only? It is normal. I don't believe this. Okay. Let me check. Do others? We're going to just find out, because let's have a look. Ah, okay. They made Magnus do it as well. Okay. Emotes only applies during the game. Okay. Alright. I mean, I'll be honest, that sounds like a load of bollocks to me, but rules are rules, and I hate rules anyway. Because, come on, I mean, like, no offense to you lovely guys in the chat and girls. Am I actually going to be like somebody looking at your moves and think, oh my word, yeah, brilliant move? I mean, it's not like the World Championships, but I can understand why they do it. I can understand why they do it. Emo only. Okay, I'll have to make sure I do that in the future. So, yeah. So, yeah, okay. Let's not get into it. Emo only. Seems like a bit of a... Yeah, I mean, I know the problem is, like, there's so many people cheating nowadays that I can understand why it happens, right? There's too much cheating going on. Just before I go, let's have a look at where I could have maybe played this better. This is an interesting opening that my opponent played. And I don't know how to toggle from emote onto emote. And yeah, my opponent played this quite interesting idea. I mean, maybe I should have played... Did I miss any chances here? I mean, this c4 is obviously a bit of a shite move. Whenever I try to do something interesting, it always backfires. But this one, rook d8 was a really good move. And things were wrong after that. Things went bad. Okay, fair enough. Alright, in the future, I will only go to emote only. I didn't realise that was a rule, so my own fault, of course. Even though I'm moaning about it. We're allowed to have a moan after we lose our last round, aren't we? Surely. Surely we can moan away. Part of the process. But nice to stream again, even though a little bit of a disappointing last round. And we give a raid now. Thank you for the raid there. Bad timing, I'm afraid, because we're about to raid as well. But it's appreciated no matter what. And it's been a lot of fun. Thank you all for tuning in. Do check out my YouTube channel as well. There's some good stuff there, and I'll try to make sure I'm back, like, you know, next week or something, right? And oh, I didn't do that right, do I? So we're just going to give someone a raid now. We'll give Mr. Dodgy, very funny guy, very dangerous blitz player, a raid as if I can spell it, do it right. And cheers, yeah, thank you all. And yeah, just go and check out my YouTube. Had some fun there. Maybe not the best chess, but it was up and down as per usual. So have a good rest of the night. Cheers. Bye for now.